This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Liam wants to know, what were your impressions of your ECW experience? We've answered this a few different ways, where you talked about all the craziness that Sabu was going to do, and you had a great anecdote there. Do you think if circumstances were different, you could have had an extended run there, or by that time was that style and that sort of renegade sort of spirit of professional wrestling in your rearview mirror?
I couldn't have contributed with that company because, I don't have the mindset or the skill set to fall out of the ceiling, and all the dangerous stuff that they did each and every night. Kudos to those guys. They're obviously tougher than hell, because they half kill their bodies, but some of the bumps that I've seen on the television show and the clips and the old stuff and how they put their bodies out there. And I was a wrestler, and I would go in and give you a 20-minute wrestling match and give me a microphone. I would explain my loss or really, really goat how good I was if I won. And that's what I did. I was a wrestler and came from an era of wrestlers. I wasn't qualified to work for ECW and do all that crazy blood and gut stuff that they did. Many kudos to them. Much respect to the guys that did it. Was not my style at all.
Let's do another one here. And this is about, and I know that we like talking about the old school. This is pretty old school and maybe a little controversial because of who's involved. Ben wants to know, did you enjoy your short stint in Smoky Mountain Wrestling? And do you have any good Jim Cornette stories from that era?
Yeah, I love my stay over there. Number one, it was something different. Getting to go over there and work with Bobby and the Midnight Express and the Rock and Roll Express. I mean, who wouldn't enjoy that? And Jimmy already had an idea for the old school angle of putting me under the sheet and it being a surprise. And, as silly as that may sound for that era, it absolutely, for wrestling fans, diehard wrestling fans, they no more knew that was me underneath that sheet than the Man in the Moon, I'd never been I'd always been in wars with the Rock and Roll Express.
Right.
Never been a partner. And Cornette was just so good on the mic. Once we shot the angle and had the fight, and now they started building towards the show, which I think was the next week or 2 weeks after that. And I got to do some promos supporting the match coming up, which was a 6-man with the Midnights and us and Rock and Roll. And they had a partner, I think would it have been Dutch Mantel maybe as the third guy?
I don't recall. We'll watch that one day as a bonus though, for sure.
That'll be fun to watch that whole angle. That'll be cool because it really was fun. And I enjoyed working for Jimmy, and the crowds were good. And it was, something I could drive over from Charlotte and back home. And so it was a win-win. I really enjoyed it.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.